Hi friends, today our topic is on functions in C. In this video, we will try to understand what is function, what is basics of the functions, what is syntax of the function, and why we use functions. So let's get started. Let's try to understand the definition of function. Function is basically a set of statements that takes inputs, performs some computation, and produces output. That means you can think of function as set of statements that can take some input, perform some computation on these input, and then it produces output. Syntax of the function is as follows. Return type indicates the type of the output returned by the function. Function name indicates name of the function. And set of inputs indicates inputs provided to the function. Always remember, it is not necessary to provide the inputs to the function. Without input, it can perform some computation and it can return some output as well. Return type indicates the output of the function. An output could be integer type, could be of character type, or it could be of float type, and so on. After understanding these basics, now let us try to understand why we use function. Why functions? There are two important reasons of why we are using functions. The first reason is reusability. That is, once the function is defined, it can be reused over and over again. That means you can reuse the function again and again in your code without defining its functionality. It is once defined and can be reused again and again. The second reason is abstraction. That means if you are just using the function in your program, then you don't have to worry about how it works inside. For example, scanf function. You can reuse scanf function multiple number of times, right? Without defining its functionality again and again in your code. And also it provides the level of abstraction. That means you don't have to worry about how it works. You can simply use it in your code without even worrying about how it works. Therefore, function satisfies both the properties, that is reusability and abstraction. Now let's demonstrate the use of function written in C program. Suppose I want to calculate the area of rectangle. Then instead of calculating the area directly, I am calling this function area of rect, whose functionality is defined over here. Inside this function, the area of inside this area of rect function, I am providing two inputs L and B. Value of L is 10 as you can see, and value of B is 5, and I am passing these inputs to the area of rect function, which is received by length and breadth. Length now contains value 10 and breadth contains value 5. Then inside this function, as you can see, I have declared one variable area and I am calculating the area by multiplying length and breadth, which is the area of the rectangle. As length contains value 10 and breadth contains value 5, area will now contains value 50, which is now multiplication of both the values, right? And then it will get returned by this function because the type of this variable is integer. So I need to write over here, which is the returned type. That means after the calculation, this value is returned back to this particular point. That means this will get replaced by 50, which will get stored inside area variable. And then we will simply print area on the screen. Now let us try to execute this code and see the result. After execution, you can see the result that we have get the value 50. So this is the use of function in C language. For more videos, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon. Thank you for watching.